This video discusses online allegations, rumors, and public reactions for commentary and discussion only. No statements are presented as confirmed facts. All content is informational and reflective of public discourse.
That Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre split up over the holidays. They did. That is such a hot couple gone to waste. They are so, together. They were so beautiful. They dated less than a year. But here's the part that took me out. Women are already flooding Aaron's comments, trying to get his attention because he posted a very, very fine as hell picture.
Y'all, hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to reveal could completely shatter everything you thought you knew about Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. Following their breakup, Teyana has allegedly come forward with claims that expose a side of Aaron no one saw coming. According to these allegations, what she experienced was darker, more shocking, and more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. This story goes beyond surface-level scandal. It's described as heartbreaking. Teyana's relationship with Aaron wasn't just rocky. It was allegedly a nightmare hidden behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood red carpets and public appearances. While things may have looked perfect from the outside, she claims the reality behind closed doors was very different. Allegedly, Aaron's obsession with control went far beyond normal arguments or jealousy. Teyana claims that nearly every aspect of her life was monitored, from her daily movements to her interactions with friends and colleagues. She reportedly had to constantly check in, defend her decisions, and even fight to pursue major career opportunities. What appeared to be love, she now suggests, was actually manipulation that escalated rapidly. The allegations don't stop there. Teyana has claimed that emotional and physical abuse became part of the relationship. She alleges that when she confronted Aaron about supposed secret relationships with Lori Harvey and Jessica Hardwick, his behavior became volatile. According to her claims, emotional outbursts, controlling rage, and multiple incidents of physical abuse pushed her to her breaking point. She allegedly stayed longer than she should have because of love, but the betrayal, manipulation, and escalating abuse became unbearable. Now, Teyana Taylor has lifted the veil, accusing Aaron Pierre of narcissism, control, and living a secret double life. This isn't just gossip. It's a Hollywood controversy filled with heartbreak, betrayal, and allegations that have left fans and social media stunned.
This character means so much to me. It's a character that radiates, for me, identity and strength, charisma, and class, and I really want to do my best to serve this character and honor this character.
For this album, you made a short film that starred this man. Are there any cons to working with your partner?
Any cons? I think the only con is that I couldn't just take him down anywhere I want.
Y'all, what you're about to hear is not just another Hollywood breakup story. This is the kind of revelation that shatters illusions, burns through carefully crafted facades, and exposes the dark underbelly of a relationship the world believed was perfect. After months of silence, Teyana Taylor has finally spoken out, and what she has allegedly revealed about Aaron Pierre is both shocking and deeply disturbing. The man the public admired, the charming presence on red carpets and at high profile events was, according to these claims, someone entirely different behind closed doors. What appeared to be romance and mutual admiration allegedly concealed a pattern of control, manipulation, and abuse. The relationship reportedly began like a fairy tale filled with glamour, public smiles, and undeniable chemistry that made fans swoon. But as with many illusions, the shine didn't last. Sources close to Teyana allege that Aaron's charm masked a deeply narcissistic personality driven by a need for total control. According to these accounts, every text message, phone call, and social interaction was monitored, questioned, and scrutinized. Even decisions about Teyana's career were reportedly subject to his approval. The woman who once seemed unstoppable in Hollywood allegedly found herself restricted, micromanaged, and emotionally trapped despite maintaining a polished public image. Control, however, was only the beginning. Teyana has allegedly revealed that Aaron's behavior escalated into emotional and physical abuse. What began as arguments reportedly turned into frightening confrontations. Insiders claim his reactions became unpredictable, with outbursts over minor disagreements that allegedly escalated into physical aggression. Teyana is said to have endured these incidents for months, driven by love and the hope that things would change, only to realize that the pattern was relentless, toxic, and intensifying. Then came what she describes as the ultimate betrayal. Aaron allegedly maintained secret affairs with high-profile individuals, reportedly including Lori Harvey and Jessica Hardwick. When Teyana confronted him about these alleged relationships, insiders claim his behavior worsened. Emotional manipulation, controlling tactics, and physical aggression were reportedly amplified, turning her daily life into what she later described as an emotional nightmare. Friends close to Teyana have reportedly said they watched in horror as she struggled to uphold her public persona while privately navigating chaos and fear. According to these sources, Aaron's controlling behavior extended far beyond typical relationship conflict. He allegedly dictated nearly every aspect of her life, from what she wore to whom she was allowed to speak with. Any attempt at independence reportedly triggered verbal attacks, intimidation, and psychological pressure. This alleged environment of control created a constant state of fear. Teyana reportedly felt compelled to measure every word, action, and ambition against an invisible but ever-present standard. Despite this, she is said to have stayed, motivated by love, hope, and the belief that leaving would be impossible after intertwining her life with someone she trusted and admired. The breaking point allegedly came when the abuse escalated beyond emotional manipulation into physical confrontation. Teyana has reportedly described moments of being cornered, restrained, and physically threatened experiences that forced her to confront the reality of the man she thought she knew. What once appeared to be romance allegedly revealed itself as psychological terror disguised by affection and public charm. This situation, as described, goes far beyond scandal. It represents a troubling example of how narcissistic and abusive traits can coexist with fame and admiration. Witnesses have claimed that the joy displayed on social media, laughter, shared moments, curated perfection was part of a carefully constructed facade hiding manipulation, betrayal, and violence. Teyana's decision to speak publicly about these allegations has been described as an act of immense courage. By coming forward, she not only accused Aaron of abusive behavior, but also shined a light on the darker realities of controlling relationships that are often masked by glamour, success, and celebrity status. Social media erupted following her statements, with fans, celebrities, and commentators expressing disbelief, anger, and overwhelming support for her bravery. It is alleged that nearly every aspect of the relationship was overshadowed by manipulation, emotional blackmail, secrecy, and controlling demands that fostered an environment of constant anxiety. Teyana reportedly attempted to address these issues privately, hoping to salvage the relationship, but the cycles of abuse allegedly continued, leaving her emotionally drained and isolated. Even ordinary moments reportedly became sources of tension. Insiders claim Aaron monitored her interactions, questioned her intentions, and enforced rules she felt powerless to challenge. Friends describe a woman who appeared confident and strong in public, yet privately struggled with fear, anxiety, and heartbreak. The alleged abuse is also said to have impacted Teyana's career. Decisions involving auditions, appearances, and collaborations were reportedly influenced or outright blocked. Hollywood insiders suggest that certain opportunities may have been lost not because of her talent or dedication, but due to interference rooted in control. Eventually, the secrecy could no longer be maintained. The alleged manipulation, infidelity, and abuse hidden for so long behind the image of a perfect couple began to unravel. Teyana's decision to speak out sent shockwaves through Hollywood and across social media. Each allegation added another layer to a story fans never imagined existed behind the red carpet smiles. This account paints a portrait of a relationship that appeared enviable on the surface, yet allegedly contained elements of control, betrayal, and abuse that few could believe. It challenges public perception and forces a reconsideration of the difference between appearance and reality. What Teyana has exposed is not just personal heartbreak. It is a cautionary tale about power, control, and the hidden darkness that can exist behind fame and admiration. Fans remain stunned, social media continues to buzz, and Hollywood insiders are quietly acknowledging the gravity of these allegations.
However, I had to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life in peace. Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now.
Y'all, the story takes a darker, more twisted turn. What reportedly began as manipulation and emotional control is now described as a harrowing cycle of deceit, betrayal, and unimaginable emotional torment. According to insiders, Teyana Taylor's once glamorous life with Aaron Pierre was allegedly a carefully constructed illusion, concealing the shadows of a man whose public charm masked a deeply toxic nature. Sources close to the situation claim that Aaron's obsession with dominance went far beyond everyday control. Every friendship, every conversation, and every opportunity was scrutinized under his relentless gaze. He reportedly demanded explanations for even the smallest actions, creating an environment where Teyana felt trapped, silenced, and constantly monitored. Allegedly, any attempt she made to assert independence was met with intense psychological pressure, and on multiple occasions, physical confrontation. Friends have said she lived in a constant state of tension, never knowing which action might trigger his volatile behavior. The betrayal, however, was perhaps the most devastating aspect. Reports suggest that Aaron's alleged secret relationships with high-profile individuals, including Lori Harvey and Jessica Hardwick, continued even as he publicly projected an image of devotion. When Teyana reportedly discovered these affairs and confronted him, she allegedly faced aggressive denials followed by escalating emotional and physical abuse. Witnesses claim these confrontations grew increasingly intense, often ending with threats, intimidation, and episodes of alleged violence. According to insiders, Aaron's manipulative tactics extended far beyond private abuse. Teyana reportedly found herself isolated from friends, mentors, and support networks that might have offered protection or clarity. His alleged control over her public image, professional decisions, and personal relationships painted a chilling picture of coercive influence. Each attempt she made to reclaim autonomy was reportedly undermined, leaving her emotionally and psychologically exhausted. Sources say Teyana tolerated this behavior out of love, and the hope that the man she once knew would return. Instead, the repetitive cycles of betrayal, emotional manipulation, and physical intimidation allegedly eroded her confidence and sense of safety. Friends have described moments when she broke down behind closed doors, overwhelmed by fear, heartbreak, and the weight of constant deception. The public smiles, curated appearances, and glamorous moments she maintained reportedly masked a private life steeped in trauma and mistrust. Insiders also allege that the controlling nature of the relationship extended into every aspect of Teyana's career. Hollywood opportunities were reportedly restricted, collaborations delayed, and professional growth stifled. Every decision she made allegedly required approval, creating constant tension and conflict. Combined with the emotional and physical abuse, this reportedly led to profound mental strain, as though every part of her identity was being systematically suppressed. The shockwaves of betrayal continued to ripple through the relationship. According to sources, Teyana discovered multiple layers of deception beyond the previously alleged affairs. Aaron's supposed double life was reportedly meticulously orchestrated, leaving her blindsided by revelations that blended heartbreak with disbelief. Each confrontation allegedly intensified his controlling behavior, turning moments that might have led to resolution into episodes of rage, intimidation, and further abuse. Teyana's eventual decision to break free reportedly came at an extraordinary emotional cost. Insiders claim the final confrontation was marked by overwhelming tension, a collision of suppressed fear, heartbreak, and the realization that the relationship had become irreparably toxic. Ending the relationship was reportedly both terrifying and liberating, marking the first step toward reclaiming autonomy and shedding the oppressive control that had defined the final chapter of her life with Aaron. Now, in a move that has left fans stunned and social media ablaze, Teyana has publicly exposed this dark chapter. The allegations are explosive: emotional manipulation, coercive control, physical aggression, and multiple betrayals that together paint a chilling portrait of the man behind the public facade. This revelation is more than a scandal. It has been described as a public testament to survival, courage, and the hidden realities of relationships that appear flawless to the outside world. Y'all, this isn't just gossip. It's a study in deception, control, and betrayal, revealing how charm and charisma can conceal deeply destructive behavior. The implications are staggering. A man celebrated in public yet allegedly ruthless in private, and a woman forced to navigate fear, heartbreak, and secrecy while maintaining a polished public image. Social media erupted as fans expressed shock, anger, and admiration for Teyana's bravery in speaking out. Every detail she shared has added weight to a narrative that is as tragic as it is sensational. Friends and insiders have alleged repeated incidents of intimidation, emotional blackmail, and physical aggression, all while the world watched an illusion of glamour and love. The contrast between public perception and private reality is staggering, exposing a relationship reportedly defined by fear, control, and deceit. In the days following her revelations, the fallout intensified. Entertainment headlines were dominated by the story, and discussions across platforms exploded with speculation, outrage, and disbelief. Pierre's alleged actions, manipulative control, secret affairs, and abuse, have pushed this story beyond traditional celebrity gossip into the realm of a dark psychological narrative that shocks and unsettles. Teyana's experience has become a powerful reminder of the hidden complexities behind celebrity relationships. The combination of emotional, psychological, and alleged physical abuse, paired with public deception, underscores the courage required to speak out and reclaim one's voice. Fans, industry insiders, and observers are grappling with the contrast between glamorous public imagery and the private nightmare Teyana says she endured. The revelations have also sparked broader conversations about power dynamics, manipulation, and the bravery required to expose abuse. Social media debates continue to rage, and news outlets dissect every claim and alleged incident, amplifying the story into a viral-level scandal likely to dominate headlines for weeks. Y'all, the full extent of this exposure is still unfolding. What Teyana has revealed may only be the tip of the iceberg. The emotional toll, psychological trauma, betrayals, manipulation, and alleged abuse paint a narrative that is both tragic and explosive. Fans remain stunned, social media is in chaos, and Hollywood insiders are being forced to reckon with the gravity of these allegations. This chapter closes on a note of shock, heartbreak, and disbelief. Teyana Taylor's courage and resilience have transformed a private nightmare into a public reckoning, an emotionally intense saga that will be discussed, dissected, and analyzed for months to come. What began as emotional manipulation and secret betrayals has now erupted into a full-blown scandal few saw coming. After months of silence and private suffering, Teyana has allegedly revealed the deepest layers of Pierre's deception. Sources close to her claim his controlling tendencies escalated into relentless psychological warfare. Every personal choice, professional move, and interaction with friends or family was reportedly under surveillance. Insiders say Teyana lived in constant fear of triggering his anger, a fear that allegedly crossed from verbal disputes into repeated physical confrontations. Friends reportedly watched helplessly as she navigated daily torment, living with a partner who demanded total submission under the guise of love. Then came betrayals that cut deeper than the abuse itself. Aaron allegedly maintained multiple secret affairs, not only with high-profile figures, but also with others hidden from public view. Each discovery reportedly led to confrontations that intensified his abusive behavior, pushing Teyana toward emotional collapse. Insiders suggest the manipulation became precise and calculated, designed to isolate her, destabilize her confidence, and maintain dominance. The emotional and physical abuse allegedly created a perfect storm of fear, heartbreak, and psychological trauma. Teyana is said to have endured countless incidents of intimidation and alleged violence, navigating a reality where the man who smiled for cameras privately terrorized her behind closed doors. According to sources, she carefully measured her words and actions to avoid provoking him, yet still faced relentless pressure, verbal assaults, and alleged physical threats. His alleged control extended into her career, with auditions canceled, collaborations blocked, and opportunities delayed as part of a broader pattern of dominance. Her independence and ambition were reportedly undermined, leaving her trapped between fear, love, and the realization that the public image of their relationship was a meticulously crafted lie. The fallout from these revelations has been explosive. Fans flooded social media with messages of shock, anger, and support. Insider accounts describe a woman who, despite appearing strong in public, endured months of isolation, betrayal, and emotional torment. The contrast between her glamorous image and private suffering paints a chilling portrait of fame, control, and abuse in Hollywood. Some of the most disturbing disclosures include allegations that Aaron's behavior became physically violent, placing Teyana's safety at risk. Friends reportedly intervened on multiple occasions, witnessing firsthand the toll on her emotional and mental health. These claims suggest the relationship was not only toxic, but allegedly dangerous, defined by coercive control, betrayal, and intimidation. The public exposure of these allegations has triggered a chain reaction. Media outlets, influencers, and fans continue to analyze every detail, propelling the story to viral status. Discussions about celebrity abuse, power dynamics, and hidden cruelty dominate online spaces. Teyana's story is now viewed not only as a scandal, but as a cautionary tale about the dangers of charm masking manipulation. Her decision to speak out, despite potential backlash, highlights extraordinary courage. By exposing the alleged abuse, betrayals, and control, she has reclaimed her voice and challenged the illusion of perfection. Fans are left grappling with disbelief as the full picture of betrayal, manipulation, and alleged abuse emerges. This is more than celebrity gossip. It is a dark, emotionally charged narrative that exposes the realities of toxic relationships behind the spotlight. Teyana's honesty has transformed private suffering into public awareness, revealing a side of Hollywood rarely discussed. The full impact of her revelations cannot be overstated. It is a story of deception, survival, and resilience. The facade has shattered. The truth is out, and the world is now forced to confront the disturbing contrast between public admiration and alleged private cruelty. Teyana Taylor has spoken, and her story serves as a warning, a tragedy, and a powerful call for awareness, accountability, and truth.